What time is it? It's time for lunch. And today we're doing Philly cheesesteaks. Super simple, lots of fun. We've got ourselves some cut up onions, some green peppers, awesome Costanza rolls, a little bit of Philly cheesesteak. Okay, first things first, make sure that you get your pan nice and hot. And this is pretty much a two-step process. We're going to saute the green peppers and onions first, put them off to the side, and then we're going to come back and do the Philly cheesesteak, and we'll combine them in the end and make ourselves an easy little less than 30-minute lunch. Okay, now that the pan's starting to get warm, we're going to add ourselves a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to just add the peppers and onions. Throw the peppers right in. The onions. So as these peppers and onions start warming up, they're going to start breaking down. We're going to get them to the point where they're caramelized. You really want to make sure that there's Okay, so we have the peppers and onions cooking, and all we're going to do is we're going to let these caramelize. We're not going to overcook them. We're not going to undercook them. We want to make sure that they're, cooked through, light, clear, but you don't want to get them to the point where they're overcooked and burnt. You want that nice color to them. Add a little bit of salt and pepper to it, and put those off to the side. And while we're working on the peppers and onions, sauteing here, getting those to cook down, for our side, we've got tater tots in our air fryer. Super easy. Kids love it. This is what happens when you're a family of 5 in a house during the quarantine. So, super easy. Just turn that on. I'll give it like 15 minutes or so at about 375, and those will be nice and crispy and done by the time everything else is done. And come back to when the peppers and onions are done completely. Okay, so these are about where I want them to be. I don't want to overcook them because we're actually going to bring these back into the meat once they're done. So we're going to take these onions and peppers and put them off to the side for now, and then we're going to use the same pan, and we're going to, just throw the Philly steak right in there in it. Really simple, Philly steaks. Doesn't get much easier than this. One and two. We're going to let those cook down, and as those are cooking down, we'll add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Not too much. And these cook very fast. They very thin. Look at that, already starting to break apart. Once those are cooked down, we'll add the peppers and onions back into them, throw a little bit of cheese on them, put on them on a nice Costanza roll. Done. Okay, so the steak's pretty much done, but as you can see, there's an awful lot of grease in here. So one of the things I like to do is have yourself set up off to the side here with a plate with the paper towel on it. And that way we can get some of this grease off. Nobody said we're cooking healthy today. Just said we're cooking something that tastes good. So unfortunately, sometimes that's how we do it. So with the steaks back in, grab ourselves a handful of onions and peppers. Bring those two together. Go get some cheese, and we'll be done. Okay. Sprinkle some mozzarella over the top. And as that's melting, what I like to do, move that off to the side. Give ourselves a little area here. Put that sub roll right on there. Start warming up. Give that a minute to warm up. Get that cheese to melt everything together. While we're doing that, we've got our plate set up over here. In between these steps, it's probably good to start organizing and putting things away. So, you know, clean up the rolls, put things back into the freezer where they need to be. And really, this is probably one of the easiest little meals you can make. All right, folks. Philly cheesesteak. Look at that. There we go. Add ourselves some tater tots, and you've got yourself a ooey gooey delicious lunch. And there we have it, folks. Philly cheesesteak and tater tots. And later on today, we're going to be doing homemade pasta, so stay tuned for the next episode. Here with Chef Spidey saying thank you and stay safe.